you go to the rink, it's really nice to have your own little routine that you can do around the floor in a sequence of steps, and you can build on this as your skill improves. So I'm going to show you how to put these steps together. So even if you're a brand new skater, you can still put some steps together. And the important thing is to work with your shoulders and the direction that your skates want to naturally flow in. So if I'm going around the corner, it makes sense to step onto my outside edge after a run. So always use your corners because they can really, really help you. So let me show you a nice beginner routine. So I'm going to do some bubbles here. Then when I hit the corner, I'm going to lean on my outside edge and I'm just going to do 1 foot bubbles like this. And then I'm going to go back to bubbles. So this is your own personal routine, and as you get better and better, you can improve and add in new skills. Do bear in mind that this is going to be done at whatever speed your average rink speed is. So if you go to quite a fast rink, you're going to need to incorporate skills that you're quite competent at. Either that or move in towards the middle where it's a little bit slower. So when you do this at the rink, it's really nice to come off of a corner because the crossovers give you a lot of speed, which will carry you down that side. But you need to think about what foot you're going to do your skill on. Are you going to use the outside foot of your crossover or the inside foot? Now, I'm going to use the outside because it's a little bit easier. And I'm going to go into a dip here. And then I'm going to swap my shoulders and do a dip here. Then I can bring this foot forwards and do a run. Outside edge, down into my dip, down into my dip. And then this outside is going to be my first crossover. So it's a matter of working out how each skill will flow into the other, but also getting your arms to work with you because you don't want to be doing. So if I'm doing crossovers here, and then I'm thinking I'm going to do an outside here, and then I'm like, oh, well, actually I'm going to do another one. And then I need to do a crossover, and you're getting all mixed up because your arms are in the wrong direction. So think through, if I'm going to do my crossovers around the corner, I need that outside edge ready when I get there. So try and think ahead of what you're going to need. So these types of skills where you do 1 foot, then the other foot, they work really well going down the rink because they're progressive moves. So we've done dips. So we could also do some sways here like this. You could do some crossovers. And then I'm ready again for my runs. So it's a matter of doing 1 foot, then the other. And then my left foot's ready to do my run. So a really nice way to do it as well, say if you also want to do some rhythm, is you can use a disco spin at the end of your routine to take you into the middle of the floor. So you can then do some in-place stuff. So let me show you that option. So I'm going to do my crossovers around the corner. I'm going to do a dip. And then I'm going to do a disco spin. And then I'm static to smoothly go into some in-place dance moves. So that's really nice because you could add a spin on the end if you wanted to. So it gives you all these different options. What's also really nice when you're ready is to actually add in a skill that will take you round the corner, like for example, a spread eagle. So I do some sways here, and then I'm going to hit my corner, and I'm going to do a spread eagle around the corner. Now the nice way to exit this is backwards. So then that gives you a whole nother set of skills. But also the open book turn works amazingly on the corner because it is actually inside edges. So I can do some crossovers here and then hit my inside edge and do my open book turn. And that takes me around the corner. So all of these skills work really nicely when you use them in the right place on the floor. Now, if you're going to do a routine, we may as well look fabulous doing it. So let's add some poses. Now, I'm going to show you a pose you can do around the corner on the outside edge and a pose you can do around the corner on the inside edge, because again, this uses the edges that we do for our crossovers. So let me show you. So I'm going to do the outside edge one first. So I'm doing my crossovers, and now this outside edge, I'm going to hold And just bend the knee and tuck this foot in. And that gives you a really nice pose there. Now, you can also do a similar thing on the inside edge. So I'm going to do my crossover here, and then I'm going to pose there. So it just gives you a couple of options if you need to get your breath back. So depending on what sort of music you're skating to, you can do it fast, you can be very floaty. So this gives you all these lovely options to interpret the music and have fun whilst you're skating at the rink. So I hope this has given you some ideas for your own routine. Now, to me, these little routines that skaters have is what creates your skating style. And you'll notice that basically at the end of every single video, I skate off and do like a couple of little steps together. And it's basically one of these little routines. So I'm Katie, which is Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.